Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 video. For this one we have a bit of an amendment to the previous one in that I got a message from Omniskeptic and he said out of curiosity what happens if you try to make the back adept swap with the front one. And that's kind of interesting because the front one's always going to be blocked per se, which means he'll always be able to make the flip. Now I haven't maybe tried it enough to get it perfect, but it kind of works. The one advantage to this obviously is you don't have to wall off behind the back adept, or you don't have to have that whole position probe like I showed. You just only need these two units. So if we attack in with the Zerglings, have these in hold position, and then we have the front adept follow the back one. And then when it gets low, we're going to try to spam this back one through and then hold position to push it out. So pushing it through and hold position, and there we made the swap. Then we can do the same thing, have the front one follow the back one again. And when this front one gets low, go ahead and try to make the swap again. Yeah, and it's a little bit hard. So it doesn't always quite work. It's kind of odd in that you don't have that hard wall like a hold position probe. You have Zerglings that are kind of pushing their own direction. Another issue with this is it doesn't work for Zealot and Stalker because the Zealot doesn't make enough space for a Stalker, basically. He only takes up the space of a Zealot. So if you try to push the Stalker onto the other side, in that whole position, I'm like, I can't quite fit it in there. I can push the Zealot forward. That's not very useful. One thing to be careful of course, is if you have a Zealot and an Adept. Now the front unit has to follow the back unit for this to work. And if you do that too early, like if I make the Zealot follow the Adept now, you know, it's going to run out there. You don't want that to happen. So you have to wait until the Zealot is attacking and then set the follow command. So wait until the Lings are on top. Now have the Zealot follow the Adept, and then try to push the Adept through. Perfect. Then have the Adept follow the Zealot. Oops, couldn't do it. So I think it's okay for two small units. It seemed to... I haven't had any problem with a Zealot and an Adept, actually. I don't know how common it is for Protoss to have a Zealot and an Adept opener. Usually it's Zealot Stalker or two Adepts, you would think. Although I don't know much about Protoss, so I could be wrong. Let's follow the back one. And push it through. Push it through. There we go. It's not perfect, that's like the other way, but it's nice that you don't need an extra unit or a pylon to finish it off. And swap back again. Okay, with that we'll call it the end of this video. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.